Okay, I'm actually being consistent. Um, so this video is sort of the start of like a little storyline, right? Because this experience led into several other experiences that I think ultimately shape that I think ultimately shaped like my view on drugs as a whole, right? Um, and honestly, to an extent, me as a person and who I am today, right? It was like a very defining era of my life, and it honestly wasn't even that long ago. Um, but yeah, so we're just gonna start at the beginning. Well, kind of the beginning, right? There's more to it. Like obviously, there's things that led up to this event as well, and I will get to a lot of those later. But this is the catalyst, right? This is the first time that I ever took shrooms, right? So, a while back, right, I had figured out that there are like shroom gummies on Amazon, right? And I learned that some of them work. Some of them do indeed make you trip just like shrooms, right? Because some of them have the active chemical for ACO-DMT in them. I completely forgot to mention while recording the video, so this is editing me. For ACO-DMT metabolizes into psilocin, which is the same thing that psilocybin, which is the active ingredient that's in mushrooms, also metabolizes into. So it is literally the exact same thing. Like it is identical. Like it is the same fucking thing. You will probably read online that it is not the same thing. There are definitely people who will say that it is not. It is literally the same fucking thing. If 4-ACO-DMT is literally just shrooms, right? Or sometimes something similar, right? Now, I don't recommend doing this for yourself because just because I got lucky and found shroom gummies that are good, right? That does not mean that you will get lucky and find some that are good. There are a lot of companies that will put whatever the fuck into these products. Don't try this for yourself. If you're going to do shrooms, just do straight shrooms that you know are real, like that you can see are a mushroom, right? Um, or get fucking like chocolate bars from a grower or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, so I found out that there are shroom gummies on Amazon, right? And so I decided to order some. I found some that seemed fine, and they came in, I believe, 2 days. um, they were on Amazon Prime, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, they came in, I believe, 2 days, and I took them almost immediately. I took the first two, which adds up to 1.6 grams. Um, and after about 30, 45, maybe 50-ish minutes, right, I wasn't feeling that much. Like I was definitely feeling it. I was like getting slight visuals. Colors were a little bit brighter looking back on it, right? And like it definitely I definitely wasn't sober, right? But like it wasn't what I was looking for, right? So I took the other two, which adds up to 3.2 grams, right? And after again another 30, 45, 50-ish minutes, right? Um I I start tripping. I start having like an actual proper experience, and it was fucking great. It was fucking fantastic, bro. I like that first trip, bro. It's never ever ever gonna feel the same. I like it's gotten close. It's gotten close, but it will probably never feel the same. That shit was magnificent, bro. Absolute. I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. Absolutely magnificent, bro. So, I start coming up, right? And I notice, I'm pretty sure, okay, so this has been a while, right? So I don't remember all the details, but I think the first thing that I noticed, aside from the body high, which already was noticing, right, was like my ceiling fan, right? Whenever I trip for some reason, my ceiling fan like gets this like green hue to it and starts floating around a little bit. Like not like fully like floating around. I mean like it, I don't know how to explain the movement that it does, but it moves in this weird way, right? And I think I noticed that like almost immediately. And cuz I was laying on my bed and I can see my ceiling fan from my bed, right? Like it's in direct vision from my bed. Um So I noticed that, and I got up in my chair and started looking around, and I noticed like colors were extremely bright. There like everything was waving and moving in my room. It looked so cool, bro. I remember, I'm pretty sure at least I looked outside and I saw like it just looked lovely outside. Like okay, with shrooms in particular, there are a lot of things that you see that you can't really describe. Or with honestly just with psychedelics in particular, there are things that you see that you just can't describe, right? Um that was definitely the case with this like first trip. A lot of it I don't really know how to describe, but I'll try. Um I remember like looking at my wall and like staring at it, and I remember like this, it started like my wall went black, right? And this like mesh pattern started to form out of like gray lines in the black like wall, right? And it looked like I was looking out of like a spaceship into space. It was the coolest shit ever, bro. Um it's eventually though at like I started getting a little bit like tired, I guess, like not tired but like physically exhausted, right? So I went to go lay down in my bed, and I just got these like insane waves of euphoria. Like I like when I tell you that first trip felt fucking amazing, bro. I mean it. I fucking mean it. It was so good. Like I know I've been oozing over how good this trip was for a lot of this video so far, but like, bro, I can't like I can't state enough just how good it was. It was so fun. But eventually these waves of euphoria did go away. Um, and they sort of came back, right? But without like the mental euphoria. It was just this sort of like pressure in my body that felt similar. It felt similar, but it wasn't the same. It was more overwhelming, right? And it just that progressively got more overwhelming until eventually I decided to call my girlfriend over just to make sure everything was going to be all right. And I started calming down the second that she was like, "Yeah, I'll be over there in a minute." Um, so I walked to go meet up with her, and again, not to repeat myself, it was gorgeous outside, bro. It looked really really nice. It looked really nice. That's all I'm gonna say. But I started walking, and like the fucking sidewalk just like stretched and stretched and stretched, like it had to have like looked like it was an extra mile long. It was it this wasn't like it sounds a little bit scary, but no, it was honestly just funny. It just kept stretching and stretching. It was funny as fuck. Um the weird thing about it though is that it stayed straight. It didn't really like wave or anything. It was just like ridiculously long. But eventually I did end up meeting up with her. Like we both ended up walking to the same place, as was intended. And we started walking back, and on the way back I noticed the sidewalk was still ridiculously long, and I remember saying like something like, bro, I see the sidewalk stretched really far. And we both just started laughing our asses off because I wasn't like out of it, but I was I was I don't know how to describe how I was acting, but I was definitely I was acting a fool. I was acting a fool. Eventually we did get back to my house. We just went into my room and chilled, laid in bed. I was still peaking, so I got the waves of euphoria did come back. Actually, I was very happy about this, and they stayed up until I started coming down, and it was lovely. And then on my come down, I was really fucking depressed, like really really fucking depressed. Like I sat I sat there with my girlfriend all happy, like she was all happy and shit, just like chill. I was just there stone faced, like contemplating all of my life decisions and thinking like, man, that was a beautiful experience. I need to go back. I really want to go back. And I did indeed end up going back several times, way faster than I should have. But that is a story for another day, and that is the end of this story. Um, if you are interested in how this storyline develops, I plan on trying to be a little bit more consistent about my uploads now, especially because these videos are not hard to produce at all. Um, yeah, I hope to have the rest of this storyline out within the next couple of weeks. It should only be a couple of videos, but it's an important story. Um, and I hope you guys enjoy listening to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this part of it as well. Um, I'm yapping a little bit, but anyways, yeah. Have a good one.